The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break. 19 Lion. Come on. Set. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirate. Go.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Ready? Dragon 60. Panther 11. 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now here's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Mustang 19. Take go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Set. 60 Bobcat.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
On the set. Hut.
To throw, Young. Again, it's Johnson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. The Panthers are 1-9 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Flush to his right. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Ready, go, ready.
He'll try again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Let's go. Chop 60, chop 60.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 11. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 71 yards.
Come on. Set. Roll. Rock roll 80. Reload. Unlock Ryan. Unlock. Alert. Bring it. Rocco switch.
Right. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Wright going to try and bull his way in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Young working out of the gun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Looking to throw, Young. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Buying time to his left. They shakes him off. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Check, check, smash, smash. Hey, check, Panther.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneer. Go.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Wright. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Wright with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Panther 11, 79 Broncos. Check out.
Young to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. Say, hurt. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so think you probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Forced out to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.